another Kung Fu video for you, and we're talking about very simple training, okay? Simple fluid training for the open-minded person, okay? And when I say open-minded, I don't mean that you know, you're going to be doing these moves exactly as I'm going to show you for real combat. Now, as I keep telling you guys, I'm all about real martial arts for real combat, and that's what traditional martial arts is all about, right? I express that I do it my own way, but I also express to you the fact that I'm always about real. So why the hell then, why would I show you a few moves which are not geared towards real training, right? Am I just playing around, right? Which is what a lot of people say traditional martial arts is all about. Well, as I say, I've got no time for the politics and the boring side of it, you know, that these people keep going on about. But what I'm going to say, okay, to you is this. In this video, I'm going to look at a few techniques, okay, from animal styles of Kung Fu, okay? But I'm going to do them in a more natural way, just to get you more formalised, like formal kind of, a more formal way, is what I'm going to say to you. So first of all, by putting your fists, by putting your fists on your hips there, put your feet together, bring your fists up to your hips like that, with the backside facing down, okay? That's a traditional movement anyway. Open your feet to about just wider than waist width apart, and bend your knees slightly. So you've got a bit of a stance there. It's a horse riding stance, okay? It's as though you're riding a horse, okay? Now, you may have seen movements like this in traditional Kung Fu, where you're standing there and you do a punch. And you can do that. You can bring one hand back and just punch it straight like this to the centre. Sinking your stance there. Okay, you can punch to the head. Also, you can just do them out straight about shoulder width, also like that. And you can also do them the more traditional way, which is the turning. When you're turning like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you turn, and as you go, and then bang out. 1, 2, and you bring it back to the hip there. It's a basic punch you'll find. Okay, you can also do that to the centre, which I like to do more so. As in like this, to the gut, to the solar plexus, the centre of the body, or you can do them up to the face. Okay. Anyway, in this video though, we're looking at some different techniques. We're looking at the snake and tiger techniques. Okay, I've shown you some stuff about the crane before, mantis, a bit of leopard, and things like that. But in this video, I'm just going to show you some basics on the snake. I'll just review for people some things on the snake. Now, I'm not an absolute expert in snake style, but basically I'm just showing you a few moves, okay? Snake style is more known for its directness. Now, Wing Chun, which is my main style, incorporates a lot of snake and crane movements and essences, I should say, because we've got the wings like blocking, in like wrapping over and blocking, and we've got the straightness of formally in Wing Chun, you'll see like finger strikes like this, and also the straight punch itself. The chain punch is also talking about directness. You see a lot of crane movements also in things like karate systems, wushu, Tai Chi systems and things like that as well, Tai Chi especially. Anyway, with the snake though, we're talking about directness. Now, snake movements, the way I see it is they are similar to not only Wing Chun, but they are similar to crane in that there's circling motions. So I'll just stand here, so as not to confuse you, I'll just stand here with my legs spread about shoulder width apart and just do some movements. Okay? So basically circling the hands in, you see how I'm turning that wrist in and I'm keeping the fingers together and the thumb tucked in like that, and I'm going like that. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm trying to come in and then have this hand underneath here. So you might see obviously things like Jackie Chan doing stuff like this, and you probably wonder what the hell I'm doing now, playing around trying to do Jackie Chan. This is not the point. Now, you've got this circling motion. You use the wrist as I'm doing this, okay? As you're doing it. So I'll be doing the wrist there. And whatever comes in to attack me, if someone comes to punch me, I'm going to basically block in. I can also turn my body. I want to keep this back hand as a guard. When someone comes to punch me, I can go out this way if I wish to also. So I can basically, with my fingers pointing and directing, this could also be like, you know, as I say, a finger strike to the eyes or to vital points as I'm going. I can go straight in if I wish to. But what you'll see Bruce Lee doing things like this. But what I'm talking about is when someone comes to attack my body, I'd come in like this, I bring my elbow into guard. You notice how my elbow's into guard here. You see, I kind of get straight out like this because I'm open to attack. I use my elbow to guard. And all that to the wrist there, I'm either blocking out or blocking in. So if someone comes to hit my body, I'm going to parry that in. I can bring his hand down and then strike him. I can bring his hand down and then strike him there, straight through. I can come underneath here, crossing, so I can cross my hands outwardly. This hand can come in. So basically the thing is, when someone comes to hit my body, I just bring the wrist in, see, like that, and bring it down. Or this, it could be two, I could do two even like this, I wish to, see. It can come out, it almost looks like crane, but the difference is we're going to try to keep the fingers more directed forward as we're doing that. And the distance, as I say, is similar to, it's almost like you're doing mantis as well. Because what we're doing is, we're using the elbow, we can do this in a close range, see. This can block low. If someone's going to hit my body, or hit my side of my body there, I can just turn and block that, see. This can strike up to his head, you see what I'm saying here? Someone's going to touch my body here, I just come around. I can use my whole elbow there to cover. It's basically just like boxing, you see, I'm just covering that body shots and all that in. But I'm just saying, this is mainly towards your accuracy training. We're not saying you're always going to be doing this fancy snake and going in finger striking people, but I'm just saying for the accuracy, it's definitely a good form of training. This could help you. You could be doing things like knife training, just for training I'm saying, stick fighting, knife fighting, sword fighting, even archery, whatever, you know, it's all geared towards that accuracy, you know. So when someone's coming to attack me, you know, I can block down there, just swoop it away. I can also, if someone's going to touch my shoulder there, right, I can block out like this, right, block with my forearm here. The backhand here was a guard, you see. I could come like this, rather than doing this, I could do this. So the edge, I'm not grabbing, but it's the edge part here, the outside, it's like an outer block, you see here. I could bring that hand down, don't be a mile away, I bring this straight in, it's basically like, just like Wing Chun, you see, but it's more of a fluidity about this motion here. So I can circle like this, in or out, see. The other hand itself can also come, I can have two. I can go 1, 2, see. This hand low, protecting low here. I can change like this. And I can also change my waist motion here, see, to fight on the end. And now notice how I change my stance. Maybe this leg's bent, that leg's straight, the back leg. This could be slightly wider, like a bow stance here. See? Then you've got to have that structure in the back there, see? Striking out. I might come down to block. Now this isn't, I can protect my face, I can parry strikes there, I can do a low gut shot to the body there. So a traditional Shaolin kind of punch there, see? Or a sword thrust or whatever it's going to be, or a palm strike. Now when this happens, I could even do another kind, I could even grab someone's arm and pull them into a punch here, or put it to my hip as I'm punching. I could do an elbow, I can do a hook punch, an elbow in like this maybe, or punch to this side, see? Or even go low here. I can do back version like this too, blocking here, or here, or here, see? Or put this back here, or lower, higher, see? It's just an absolute guard for me. I can have a fist. Traditional martial arts training. And also, when someone's coming to attack me, it's the same as boxing. When someone's coming to attack me, my body, I'm covering, right? I'm using my elbows to cover. When someone's kind of punching my body, I'm using my elbows to guard. I'm parry with my palm there, bam, bam, bam. Parry, right, and I'm coming in. The same with the snake, you're just coming in here. Really close, protecting my face, maybe with my hands, parrying, or my wrist, or coming out this way so I can hook either side. I might hook his hand away. I can go for a gut shot if I want. I can go for a snake strike straight up there. I might block up here. He might come to touch my shoulder. I can sink my waist. He might be trying to grab my head, or wherever it may be grabbing me. I lift that up. And this comes striking underneath. I could even go up this way even, if I wish to go up this way with my fingers. So then you're going into more like the Tai Chi ball, you see, or like the Wing Chun kind of concept, see from here. And then you can go into all of that and do your Wing Chun. See, but we're talking about snake though in this, okay? And the whole structure here, the hips, the shoulders, everything. I can grab someone's arm, go into a lock, pull that and go into a lock, or pull them into a strike. Grab the hand, go straight over the top. The snake on the tree there. See, going under, I can sliver, I can turn, I can go under here, just bring that down there. But my eyes must watch the target, see. I might block it out, I might block in. So if you understand anything about Wing Chun, so I might block and do a back fist there. If you do something like JKD, let's say, blocking out. Elbow there, I might grab underneath my elbow there. You see this a lot in traditional Wing Chun anyway. You see? Palm strikes, whatever, you see. I might even do something like this where I'm doing a block. I might even turn that into a palm very simply and just push back. But these are some basic movements. Someone comes to hit me, open his hands out simply there, see? I might do this like Muay Thai, let's say. I might grab that for a knee strike, you see? I might do a motion like that. I might just parry there to make it a habit of parrying in and then side kick. I might open up there, see, do a kick or come from there. Do a kick. It's almost like karate almost. We're just grabbing and then doing a technique, you see? So these are some motions you can do with the snake. Again, rolling over, just like the chain punch in Wing Chun, right? It's like you just go there, grab someone's hand, bring it down and punch. This comes here. I do this with the crane usually. We're doing this kind of motion where I'm coming straight through, I can come straight through again. So when this one's coming down, blocking, this one's going straight up. I'm looking at the camera here, I should be looking forward, but for example, I might block here and then come straight in, see? Go low, I can go high. So I can put my palm this way or this way. However, even straight if I wish to, but getting that motion, see, don't want to be too big, you don't want to be too big. You can do it this way, but you want to be more smooth. Get that smallness about it, see? When you do the moves, you can get like a very directness about it, you know? Elbow strike to the back there, wow. Even like this to be flash if you want to, but it's like, you know, an elbow strike could be, see? So, get that line, see, from here. I'm trying to say. See what I'm saying? You see, it's like this elbow here, see? So it's all these motions, see? Work if you know how to do it, but you've got to rotate the wrist, know how to rotate. Yeah, see? Big circles, changing, and learn how to change, see? Close to the body, and then further out, see, in front, see? Further out in front there. And then go from underneath, and the bigger stances when you want to, see? Things like that. When you get better, you'll understand the relation to certain punches and things. This is an accuracy kind of training, remember. Okay, I won't go too over the top in this video, but just a quick review on some Tiger techniques. For Tiger, as I say, the difference of Tiger is we're using circular motions and we're using the paws and the claws, that being the fingers. The claws are for like scratching, and we're doing circular blocks like this in and out. One low block, one high block, let's say. I can circle out, I can circle in, I can go low and high. See, this one blocks low, this one blocks high. I may go the other way, like that, so that the upper one blocks out and this one goes in on the low, and you change. I can also change my stance, walking the same as we just did with that, with the snake, and come in and block out like that. I can do a simple sink in there, open up and push him back. Or block down and push him back. Or one single hand blocking either one or two hands. Notice how the hip dips in and I'll shoot straight through. I can do that in a big stance there if I wish to. Okay? Blocking up, striking out, either up here or out to the side and striking. Blocking low here. I can do that also. Or a low strike. You see? A high block and a low strike here to the groin or to the body or the face. Okay? A parry and a strike. All kinds of stuff you can do, okay? Things like that. You can do the X blocks as well while you're doing a Tiger, that's fair enough. Rolling over also, like grabbing a hand and coming over, like you're doing Wing Chun with a chain punch. You can do all of that as well. Okay? Double strikes, of course you can do them here, to the side, the low blocks, high doubles. But you want to have the strong body when you're doing the strong stance. Again, the two hands helping each other. So one protecting low here as you're doing that. So any attacks come in, you're just circling in, you block and strike him. Someone comes to the side to attack me, no problem, I just turn, block that and strike him here. So it's Tiger, okay? Elbow, turning back here maybe. Someone comes to grab me here, I can lock his arm up, I can hold that and lock that. Bring him down to a lock or for a low side kick out to help me enforce that. Grab the hand up here. Do punches, elbows, whatever you want to do, knees. go into your basic boxing, wherever it's going to be in the middle of it. But the tiger is very strong, with strong forearms, strong grips, okay? Palms striking with the palms of the paws, scratching, clawing with the hand, but also grabbing with strong fingers to get them into locks and things. Okay? Working in, see? Scooping attacks away as well. You can scoop, so an attack might pass me there. I can go over back fist if I wish to, or go into an attack there. So come here, block away, go for another attack here, scoop that away, come for an attack there, and do that as well. Okay, different things. Double elbow, back fist, different kind of movements you can do to make yourself stronger in the Kung Fu stances, okay? Again, standing in a stance, a horse riding stance, you can go in lower ones if you wish to, or just a simple one, but you go low in low stances to train your stances, I'd say the horse riding stance, the Mabu, and the Gongbu being the bow stance. But you can also do things like that, where, where you will train your fingers, like we used to when I was learning before, where you'd be in a stance, where you'd be in a stance, and you'd have your palms out in front, and you just train your fingers like this, do around 50 to 100 or whatever, and we do that over and over again, and do different kind of training. Rotate your wrists, okay, breathe, always naturally. So, I'm going to finish this video now. Thank you very, very much for watching. This is a video on snake and tiger Kung Fu. See you again very soon.